Good evening. You caught me eating my dinner. I got home just a little bit ago. Ooh, you're on camera.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm eating. Got home later than I wanted to. Sorry. I'm doing my own mukbang. Spinach salad with salmon, some sliced onion, and cucumber. And I'm using an onion ring dip. It actually tastes like it has ranch or something in it. It's really good. How you doing? Nice to see you. We went out looking at cherry blossoms and other pretty blooms that are out right now. It's so pretty out. Daffodils are up. Tulips are coming up. Very nice. What'd you have for dinner? I feel better now. Oh my God, that's a big leaf. Okay. I'm going to show you some of my days, my calendar days that I made the last couple weeks. I had this new thing happen. I was telling my friend about it on the phone yesterday. Okay. March. May. So the last time we talked was here. Nope, sorry. I'm on the wrong side again. I get turned around here. This one. Here. The 9th. Okay, so on Tuesday here, my pen wasn't working. This pen, let me just show you. My ballpoint pen wasn't working. You've had that happen. So it just made indentations in the paper. And then I took a colored pencil and just lightly drew over it to see if I could get the shape of whatever it was I was drawing. And then I did it a little more on this day on purpose and then colored in a little more shadow. And then this one looks like, I don't know, that's a spaceship. I don't know why. And more bubbles. Bubbles were showing up. And I don't know, that was just really fun to make the indentation impression and then do the color on top of it. And this first one, now that I'm looking at it, was kind of like hearts with wings on it. You can see it, kind of see it there. And then a couple hearts on the side. But wouldn't that be fun to explore a little bit? Oh, and then yesterday, this showed up. I just picked my red and blue micron, my 01 microns. And so that's what that is. And I started with just making like weird squiggly things with the red and then just started to fill it in. And then I made this little middle thing because one of my girlfriends gave me this gorgeous candle. And see the See the shape in the glass? Isn't that pretty? So that's kind of where that got inspired from, because I was looking at this packaging. I mean, look at that. Oh my God. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. And this is a pretty candle from Voluspa, French Cade, and lavender. But it's a really pretty light green color. Lovely. Yeah, anyway. So that's where that came from. Today, I haven't done today yet, so I was going to draw today with you. And then I was going to show you a few other things. So let me do that first. I feel like incorporating one of my stickers today. My Erin Condon from my calendar last year. And all these pretty things that she put inside. And I didn't use them. Wow, the camera really picks up the color good tonight. That looks more vibrant in the camera than it does in real life. Huh. But these are blank, just strips. It's got a nice little metallic gold to it. I used a couple. I don't remember where I put them. Where did I put them? Oh, I put one back in January. Right there. That's funny. And then I drew on it on the 3rd. I incorporated it into the day there. Oh, I know why I did that, because this whole thing only had one staple in it. And the more I'm using it, the more it's starting to, get loose and wiggle around. So I'm making the repairs to it in different places. And I ran out of this bookbinding stuff. So I used one of the stickers to help keep it in place in January. And it's actually working pretty well. And then I put one of the little this week stickers down here to hold it together too. Oh, and then the other one, the green one, I put on my front. Right there. Just for fun. Looks like it's coming up already. Weird. Okay. I know I showed this to you last week, but last time I put it my April thing there. And then you've seen this middle piece, middle papers that I filled up because I like the free flowing stuff. And I haven't done May yet, but I still have time. So May is next. We'll have to do that pretty quick. Oh, I used glue here, and it kind of tore the paper because it dried flat. That's all right. Okay, what am I going to do? Oh, I'm just going to pick a color. Orange. And I'm going to pick the last orange. I like the sound of stickers coming off the paper. What you working on tonight if you brought a little crafty art project? Last night I picked, I think it was this color back down here in my palette, this one. And I just did a really light wash. Well, I started with the pigment at the top, and I kept going back into the water and then just going like this, like back and forth. This way, like this. Boop, boop, boop. And then I pick up some more water and I go down, and I pick up more water and I go down. So then I got a nice gradation. I liked it. I like it. And then I was doing these funny little, just little shapes and just repeating shapes, like maybe picking 3 shapes and repeating them. I really like this top one. I like this one. I can see that being like a repeat or like a nice border. And that's got the gold paint behind it. So I just laid like a patch of gold down and let it dry, and then I drew on top of it. And I noticed my microns don't like drying on the glitter, the gold paint. Not gold paint, I mean like this, my palette from Fine-Tec. It's the pearlescent colors. So they're very glittery and metallic-y. And the microns don't like going over it, but I continue to insist that they do. So I'm afraid my microns are going to stop working for me. And then I'll have to get more, and that's okay. I don't know why I'm funny about when my art supplies run out or they start wearing out. I get really bummed. But that's what they're for, right? We're supposed to use them up. I'm going to pick up yellow. Yes. So I'm picking up my yellow, my messy palette. It's got all the colors in it. Some days it seems like it takes a little bit for it to get. There we go. I noticed that if I have any kind of pigment in my water, yellow kind of colors the yellow. I don't like that. And for some reason, I always seem to try to go into yellow after I go into blue or green, and then it turns my yellow. I get this goofy, weird color on my yellow. Kind of what it looks like right now. It's all right. Let's see what happens here. I'm just going to dot. Doing like stitches, like in and out, in and out. The next time I go into my water, I want to show you what happens when the pigment clouds. It's kind of pretty. And I may need to go get some new water. Blech. It's all right. I don't know why this makes me think of looks like a book on a shelf, or it looks like a phone booth. Ooh, red. Okay, we've got to do red. We're going to do red micron. I'm doing like upside down. No, it's like zigzag or like half a part of a triangle. And then if I don't leave it and I go back in, maybe if I go like the opposite way to make them look like they cross. It's not like when you draw on, say, your programs on your iPad or something, and you can do undo. When you do it in real life, you can't really undo it. You have to just kind of keep pivoting and shifting to make it work or make it look like you want. I'm going to leave it. yeah, I'm going to leave it. And then I'm going to pick up my red. My Faber Castel. And what color is it? Can you see? Deep scarlet red. Stop looking at me, camera. I'm in the warm tones. I'm in red, yellow, orange land. Red, orange, yellow land. Okay, then I'm going to go like this. That looks like bricks and a wall. That doesn't quite look like I wanted it to. Did some at the bottom. Far away. That could look like if you were looking down on a parking lot and there's cars parked on this street. That's what that made me think of. Isn't that funny? Overhead. I'm going to leave that to dry a little bit and I might go back in again. Oh, I want to show you. I just kind of want to zoom in on this. On the 12th, I did kind of, like a lot of times I start with like real abstract swirls and circles. And I might just leave it. Let's see if I can show you. Like this one on the 11th. This red. Swirly. Just swirly, because that's what I see when I close my eyes. So I kind of started that technique with the 12th here. And then they turned into people. And I put little faces on them. Isn't that cute? I don't know who those people are, but there they are. They're in my book forever. I think that's a baby. That's somebody's baby. Funny. I want to go back and show you this one again. Really wish you could. Can you see my line work in there? I did like little. I kind of hit the little circles too with little like. I just think it looks really cool. Thanks, Beth. I saw your comment. Thank you. Was that this red? Or was it this red? This red? Scarlet red? Deep scarlet red? Deep scarlet red, 219. I really like this red. This is like red. It's not an orange red, which can happen. I like that. Thank you. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I think the last time. Yep, 219. Last time I talked about Pink Week on our street. There's trees all up and down the street. I think they're ornamental plums, and they have that really nice pink color. And they started early this year. They started like the end of February, and they're still going. I'm serious. It's like week. That's like a month almost, like 4 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 3.5 weeks of pink blossoms happening on our street. I think I highlighted that in my newsletter too. There were some pictures I took a couple of springs ago, and they're still going. Anyway, so I don't know why, but that just makes me really happy. In the city, I mentioned this last time too, that they pruned the trees, so they actually look a little nicer than, they don't look as scraggly, and they cut a lot of the dead stuff out, so they look really nice. And they're still pink. Love it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, and then I wanted to show you guys something fun. I kind of gave up on this for a while. I shouldn't say that. You know when you pick up a project and you kind of get into it and then you don't do it for a while? I love pop-ups. And there was a time when I wanted to get really good at it, and then I stopped. But this book is so stinking cute. So this is one of the projects in the book. Can you guess what's inside? Isn't that cute? Little snowman and a couple trees. You can see the mechanism back there, and this might be a good way to show it. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Gullies and valleys. I forgot my terms. Yeah. Anyway, this was the first one I did, and I didn't like this, all this white space on either side. But if I didn't have it that way, then you would see the top of the snowman or the tree. So I didn't think ahead, which I sometimes don't. I didn't think ahead far enough to figure out how to make the card a nice size. So this was the first one I did, and then I did it over again, and I made it more like card shape, like what, a 4x6 or something. But anyway, I put this away for a while, and then when I look at it again, I get all excited. But oh my God, there's some cute stuff in here. So let's look at, since we're coming up on Easter, let's look at it. Oh my God, look at that cute. Isn't that pretty? Like little pansies with ladybugs on them. So of course it tells you all the things you need, materials, embellishments. So like all your pretty craft papers, thread, grommets, stickers, hole punches, tips, rhinestones and beads, yes. And then cutting mat, pencils, all the tape, the washi tape. Oh, I love looking at tape. I just never really bought any, but I'm afraid it could be one of those things I would do a deep dive, and then I'd have so much that it would be ridiculous. Oh, but here's what that little card that I made kind of shows you how they do the, you start with a flat piece of paper, and then you make the slits for the little square, and then you pop it out, which is opposite of how the card will lay, so you can kind of see the progression. And then it ends up looking like a little castle, and then that's the final, what it should look like. And then that's when you tape or glue on your cute little, that's your pop-up mechanism, and then that's where you put all your cute stuff so that it pops up when you open the card. Oh my God. How simple, right? Little teacup. Isn't that cute? Oh my God. This makes me want to do some. That only has one mechanism, and it's just the mug with the little flowers on it. Really cute. Okay, let's see. Maybe Easter stuff. A lot of this is kind of a very springtime book. Like, we just did St. Patrick's Day. I actually made these one year. I think I sent to my mommy. And that's pretty cute when it pops out. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it on this one here. It's got a little depth to it. Isn't that cute though? They put it on the kind of on the edge there. So then when you open the card, the leaf folds out. So cute. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Just looking through here. There's thank you templates. There's Valentine's Day, heartfelt notes. I actually tried this one too. This was really hard. And I can't find my sample now. But I was, I like architecture. And I thought it would be fun to try to do like some Paris buildings or whatever. But this is really simplified. And then you kind of see this way. Like all the valleys and the gullies. So it's like the whole building pops out when you cut it. It's tricky, and I didn't really spend enough time to sort it out. Yeah, so you kind of start with a flat card, and then you make all your little window cuts, and you kind of figure out what shape of your building you want. Yeah. How did they do that? Yeah, that would start. Oh, here you go. Here's the template right here. So then you can see how that seems a little complicated to me. But it's basically, you're cutting here on these black lines like this. And then you're going to fold towards you. Or no, this would be the concave fold. And then these would be the convex towards you. And so that's what makes it pop off the page. And I can remember having a hard time folding those things straight. Because I think I was just trying to pinch, and I bent them and I made them crooked and stuff. And so they didn't quite lay right. What am I looking for? Easter. Little daisies. Oh my God. I should say here, let me give credit to the author. This is the book, Playful Pop-Up Cards, 25 Easy to Make 3D Cards for All Occasions by Takami Suzuki. Written in 2010 by Boutique Shaw Incorporated. And this is the Japanese edition. So cute. Okay. Maybe they don't have Easter here. When do they celebrate Easter in Japan? Oh my God. Look at this cute little fan. And then it just pops up. They put the cherry blossoms in there. Oh, that is so cute. And I put a mark on the page, and then I haven't gotten around to making it or trying it. Oh my God, these are so cute. No, there's no Easter card. Oh, yes, there is. There it is. It says spring salutations. This is cute. Beth, you're going to like this. Good buddies. How cute is that? Oh, and then the mechanism is one side's a little shorter than the other. Huh. So then that means it makes maybe it makes the bunny look like it's popping when you open it. Oh, that's pretty cute. Yeah. Yep. It looks like they're hopping when you open it and close it. That's pretty cute. Got a Halloween one. Oh, this one is so cute too. I love this one. Looks like a little wrapped gift with little birds. How sweet is that? So simple and so sweet. And of course, I would complicate it by probably adding more stuff to it because I'm a maximalist. I like big and colorful things. Oh, so here's the snowman card that I did. See what I mean about the card looking more like a card shape? So I took a little bit of liberties. He doesn't have a nose. So I had to do a nose. Mine has a nose. Yep. And what did I do? And I put a scarf on mine, and I didn't put buttons down the middle, and I put more trees in there, or I did them a little different. So I think that's the fun part. They did 2 mechanisms, and then they put some trees in the background. And then, of course, I complicated it, and I made it. And I did 3 mechanisms, and I put 2 in the background. So that was the difference. And then I put a few of my snowflakes down here, and I used snowflake paper. So a little bit different. But, when I'm learning something new like this, I always feel like I have to kind of tweak it for my own learning. And I think most people are probably like that. So it's not wrong or anything if it doesn't look like the book. I also used the paper for the snowman is glittery. I don't know if you can see that, but this was, I think this was a recycled Christmas card that I have. I have a whole bunch of those. And then I just, or maybe I put the glitter on there. I might have put my own glitter on there with, like putting like Mod Podge or the PVA glue that I like to use down, and then I sprinkled the glitter on top of it and let it dry. Cute. Maybe I ought to do that once, or one time, is like, of course, give credit to the author, and then maybe like show one of these cards, and then do a demo, a live demo. Because I said this last time, but I really do want to figure out how to do something live on the camera with you guys being able to see what I'm doing. And I just haven't taken the time to figure that out. So again, I said that last time too, but story's the same. Oh, this one's cute too. Oh, tulips, the treasure. How cute is that? So that's one mechanism. See, and that card looks really long to me, but there's the template. It's just got one mechanism in it. And it looks like the paper it's 4 inches by 3.5 inches. Oh, so in the book, the red dotted lines are called mountain fold, which I called convex. And the blue dotted lines are called valley, which I called concave. But that mountain valley, that works too. That's because I was learning pop-ups from some other person, and his terms were convex and concave. So mountain fold, valley fold. That makes sense. Yeah, that's really cute. Oh, her suggestions for this card are for birthday or thank you, get well soon, Mother's Day, or a blank greeting. I didn't notice that before. Yeah, so the snowman greeting, she was suggesting holiday or Christmas or a party invitation. Wouldn't that be cute? Yeah, that's a great idea. Oh, and then we got balloons, a bouquet of balloons. Oh, that's fun. So then the mechanism, it's kind of big, and then you just put your balloons inside of it. So it looks like that. And this paper, oh my gosh. Oh, I see. Okay, so they folded kind of like this way and not this way. 2.5 by 5.5. So you can have tall balloons. That's really cute. I like it. You could put a little sentiment in there too. Oh, she did it, but didn't write anything on it. Huh. Okay. Oh, and then this would be great for birthday, party invitation, thank you, congratulations, or a blank greeting. Cute. Cupcakes. Those are really cute. So 3 cupcakes on a card. I think I did one, the cupcakes, and I didn't like it. It came out really ugly because I didn't like how I treated the cupcakes. I wonder where that is. Oh, bearing gifts. That's really cute. Cute teddy bear and a present. That's great for a birthday, thank you, or a baby shower. That's really sweet. Anyway, cute book, fun pop-ups, fun way to learn pop-ups. Super easy to follow, step-by-step instructions for all projects. Pop-up card designs great for all ages and occasions. And the author, Takami Suzuki, is an award-winning greeting card artist and teacher. She has authored multiple books on 3D card making in her home country of Japan. Cute. Anyway, once again, Playful Pop-Up Cards by Takami Suzuki. Yeah, I might do that. If I think ahead enough, once I figure out all the filming or whatever, I could pick, an upcoming holiday, which I feel like February and March and April, we go from, well, we got New Year's, and then we go to Valentine's Day, and then St. Patrick's Day and Easter, which is never on the same day. For example, 2 years ago, we were in Oregon for Easter, and that was in the middle of April. So it was still like 3 weeks away. So this year feels like an early Easter. And then Easter after that, well, April Fools, but like Mother's Day and then Memorial Day. Yeah. Or it might be just more fun to figure out how, like, to show the mechanisms, like how to cut the paper and then give people ideas on what fun, cute things they could put in their card. And it doesn't have to be like for any particular occasion. People could just use it however. And I think I came up with this on the outside of the card to kind of hint on what's on the inside. I actually think that's pretty cute of me to do that. It's funny when I make stuff and I forget. And I look back and I go, what? Did I do that? That's cute. I like it. Or, no, I don't like it. I don't know where the snowman is. Here he is. Nope, that's another Christmas one. Oh, that's cute. Watch this. This folded the middle like that. So then the tree pops out in the middle. And this tree looks, that's so weird how it looks like it could be on going in. That's the weird lighting. Huh. Yeah, like that. So there's your valley and your mountain folds. I like it. I keep saying that, but it's true. Okay. I'm going to eat a few more bites of my salad. I also had a chicken leg. in here. Yum. Starburst jelly beans. They're so good. They taste just like Starburst, except you don't have to unwrap them. I've got the word on it. I don't think you can see it. Each one is stamped with Starburst. When's the last time you had a blow pop? Lollipop with bubblegum inside? Yum. Okay. Going back to today. Ooh, I know what. Okay, now I'm going to pick my 01 micron, my black one. Boop. I'm going to draw a horizon. Oh, horse colors. These are horse colors. Ooh, mountains. Wait, what? Okay, let's see here. How am I going to do this? Not a lot of mountains, just a couple. Of course, I used to live in Colorado, so I drew mountains a lot. I used to love watching Bob Ross paint landscapes because I know that he was like making them up in his head, but I bet you could find some place that looked just like whatever he was painting. Oh, I'm trying to do like a corral fence, like those Western fences. No, let me just go like this. Don't worry, I'll show you. Oops, see, my micron's stopping because I drew on glitter. It's annoying. And I just messed up my mountains by trying to put snow on them. Oh my God. Okay, it's just shadows. Okay. Or that could be a stream, actually. I'm going to make like, I'm so lazy when I draw figures, like even animal figures. I always want to do like just stick animals. Oh my God, this is hilarious. I'm going to call that a stream. Forget the fence. I could put some rocks. Oh, I know. Let's just put some plants in here. It's the Wild West. Tumbleweeds and crap. Rabbit brush. Overgrazed. It looks like a road runner. That looks deserty, westerny, whatever. I don't love it. I'm going to leave it. I might go in and tweak it. Okay. I wanted to talk to you guys about something. There is a person on Instagram that I followed a long time, and I did some of her free workshops and stuff. Well, it was two of them, and now it's just one person, but their name is the Product Boss. And her name's Jacqueline Mina. No, it was Jacqueline and Mina. Mina left, but they were like really good at teaching people how to market their businesses and stuff, especially small businesses, product-based businesses. And I bought their prompt package, like 200 prompts, and how to prep for social media posts and marketing and things. And here's the gist of it. And I'm not supposed to show all of this because it's kind of proprietary for them, which I understand. But basically, they're trying to teach people how to do like their little Venn diagram thing is like 3 circles, how to talk about your content or how your business. And one of them is conversational. And they suggest that the more interactions around the conversational stuff, the better. And that just means, telling people really basic stuff, just maybe behind the scenes stuff about your business or how you came up with an idea or how to use your product, story of your brand, or, how did you come up with your business, like just stuff like that. Let me read some of these to you. Where are those? Yeah, content prompts. Why I created this product for you. The story behind my brand, which I had on my schedule and I didn't finish. And I was thinking about that. I was like, what would I tell people? What is the story of my brand? I guess I could talk about where I grew up, what inspired my art, how I started making art, and where it kind of led me to different decisions in my life. This one I thought would be fun to do is how I built this. Like, how did I make this thing, whatever it is? And so they suggest like you could do video, or you could just do a blog or photos, and you could do all of those things. And then that would be like 3 different posts or whatever, engagements. So basically they're just trying to get you to like dive deep into your business. And I told one of my friends this just yesterday about how diving deep, I feel like I'm diving into the ocean to look for all the possibilities, like talking about when I created this little book, right? A little Irish book. And I started with these little embroidery icons. And now I'm doing the birthday downloads that are based on each of the icons that I did for a year. And the colors I'm picking are becoming incorporated into the downloads. And I could go even further. Like, what if I, for each month, then really, kind of did a deep dive for holidays or memories, or I remember this happening in March, or I remember we used to do that in April. I'm just kind of brainstorming here. But that's kind of what I mean when I say I'm diving into the ocean of ideas and what I've created. And I kind of feel like these prompts are the same thing. Behind the scenes of our production process is one. Anyway, so there's like 200 of these prompts, right? And there's all kinds of different ideas. So the suggestion was to go through and pick the ones you really think would be fun to do. And, don't try to do all of them, but just start with things that sound fun to do. And then when you have your ideas, then you can create, well, where are you going to show these, or Are you going to do a blog post? Are you going to do a video? Are you going to do a short little story on Instagram? Are you going to, do images? And where are you going to do it? Like, which platform are you going to do it? And I was trying to decide which platforms I really want to keep concentrating on, because some of them I feel like I have to do them, and I don't like feeling that way, because I just feel like there's not much happening there. And I feel like I need to kind of take at least 2 of them off and give the attention to the other ones that are more fun, or might be, like, say, for example, my Patreon, I'm not super active on, and I'd like to grow that, but I have to put attention into it and time. So if I was able to take off, say, for example, I would take away Facebook and Instagram, which I am seriously considering just not even doing those anymore, and then just concentrate on like doing my YouTube and Patreon and my website, and possibly Pinterest. I had a hell of a time getting my website to connect to Pinterest, and I finally got it to work yesterday. Oh, and then the problem that I was saying I had with my website, where I had this weird error and I couldn't find the folder that it belonged to. It was because I had an image associated with that category, and I deleted it out of my media library, so it wasn't there anymore. So when the website's trying to pull the image to the category, it wasn't there. And so that's why the error message was coming from. And I was like, duh. So I changed I changed the image. It works fine. It looks perfectly fine now. But yeah, I was cleaning out my media library. All the images I've downloaded are uploaded into my website, and I'm running out of room. And so my webmaster suggested that I go through and delete ones I'm not using, or maybe I need to resize some and load them back up or whatever. But I have I've had that website since like 2006, or even before that, 2007. So I have I have like 700 media files up in my website, and I've lost track of what I've used, and I don't want to just go in there and delete like I did. I'm going to make all kinds of problems for myself. But anyway, she offered me another 2 gigs of storage for like $10 a year, which I feel like would be worth it and keep me from losing my mind and trying to track everything. So anyway, I feel like my website still gets my most of my energy, and I want to continue that. So I just find that when I go to Facebook or Instagram, I'm just scrolling. I'm not really engaging. I might react or post or comment to other people's posts and stuff, but I don't really do it that often. And I'm just seeing the same. I feel like for the last 2 years, I'm just seeing the same stuff. Like everybody's trying to market themselves, and here's my thing, here's my feed, and it all looks the same, and this is what I do. I'm just bored. I didn't think I'd ever get bored of Instagram, but I kind of am, because I don't know. The fun is gone. Okay, so then back to these product boss prompts and stuff. Thinking about where am I going to show up? Oh, and then the other one was my newsletter, my email opt-ins, which I don't think I've ever had anybody do. So anyway, thinking about all of that. Want to make some decisions, no hurry, but And then they actually did all this work for each month. So I looked at January, February at the beginning of the year, and I got it all organized. I want to show you so here's where I get trips me up, and I can't follow through. And I think it's the process. So they have all these great ideas, right? They got all these prompts. They've got every month that's got, whatever holiday, National Walking Day, National Pie Day, right? National Pet Day, all of that stuff. Not that it's this month, but that's an example. And then you pick the ones that you want to do a blog post on or do, Instagram posts, and you're supposed to schedule on your calendar. And so I use my WASCU calendar, which is the credit union that I have my money in, and I love them. It's a good organization. Credit unions are amazing. I just want to show April, but all the photos from this calendar are from people who, customers of WASCU, Washington State Employee Credit Union is what it stands for. But isn't that beautiful? And I was really good about it in January. And I had all this stuff written down that I was going to do in January and post and follow up and all this stuff. And then I got some of it done and not all of it. And then in February, I had the same thing going. And the orange or the yellow days are the days that I was supposed to block work and like batch post or schedule all of the things I was going to do in the month. And I didn't do it. And why didn't I do it? Well, life happened. And then the intention was to have this calendar out physically so that I could look at it all the time. And it got buried under paperwork and other artwork. And then I forgot to look at it. And so then by the middle of the month, I hadn't done it. And I felt so defeated. I just didn't even try to do anything, or maybe I did a couple things. And so that's what happened in February. And I was also supposed to plan March and April, the end of February, and I didn't. And so March is empty. I've got nothing on it. And so that's where I don't know if it's a block. I don't know if it's overwhelm. I really felt like I could do all of this when I was scheduling it. Like I could talk about Chinese New Year and Black History Month and the Super Bowl and Love Your Pet Day. It was like totally doable. That's like 2 blog posts and scheduling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 posts a month. Doesn't sound like a lot. But then to actually make all of that and write and do all of those things just didn't happen. So, thank you. So, March was kind of a bust. I did get my newsletter out on time, so that's a good thing. I should be proud of myself for that. And I actually already have my April downloads ready. And I have a draft newsletter ready because I'm on spring break next week, and I planned ahead and I knew I wouldn't have time to do any of that stuff. So I actually should be proud of myself for getting that done. So then I thought at the very least this weekend, and I even might do it even this evening or maybe tomorrow evening, is just go ahead and plan April, and maybe I won't try to do so much. I think so. I'm like all over the place. Okay, so for example, like here's April 2024, and it even has the day of, whatever the holiday is, or, I mentioned April Fool's Day on the 1st. Ha jokes, trick people. International Children's Book Day, which I do at some point would love to illustrate a children's book. That's always kind of been there for me. But this year I'm not really going to do any content on it. And then just general topics like spring cleaning and purging is in full force. Sports are huge this month. Major League Baseball opening day. Golf is in full swing with the Masters. Basketball championships and the NFL draft. And then plus local colors and teams, which is, that's something that I've been working on for several years. And so then that's another opportunity for me to dip back into all those patterns that I did and continue to keep sharing them in new and fun ways. Because I think people are always looking for their school colors or team color stuff. This April is Take Your Daughters and Sons to Work Day. Then, springtime, flowers blooming, trees budding, rebirth, renewal, tax day, national pet day. So I could, I have 2 puppies that I'm not sharing anything about, and now they're 5.5 months and ginormous, and they're not the cute little baby puppies anymore. And I honestly, I can't relate to wanting to post about your life all the time and share everything online. I just don't even have the bandwidth to try to do that. And I made a conscious effort not to share the puppies all the time, because I know we love puppies and they're cute and stuff, but it's like, when you're trying to get used to 2 new animals in your house, you're trying to teach them how to, use the potty and not pee on the floor and stuff. Who's got time to take pictures? And they're chewing, trying to keep them from chewing everything. So anyway, April. I'll just put some time to that. Maybe I'll just pick one day, or maybe I'll just continue to just do the colors and talk about, why am I so into teams, like team sports or pro, why do I love pro football so much? I could do a whole thing on that. Thanks, Mom and Dad. um, so yeah, so there are the three circles for this whole organizational situation is, focus on the calendar, the conversational piece of your business, and then cornerstone, which is like the foundational, long-term, evergreen, which means like the things that are always there, the educational or informational and based on product keywords for your customers. I guess then, and I haven't spent a lot of time on my cornerstone, like what's my foundational and long-term aspects of my business. It's kept me occupied. It's given me something to do all of these years. It hasn't made me a lot of money, but it's kept me sane. So anyway, go through all of this, kind of thinking about stuff. You write it down, and then you're going to pre-plan, and then you're planning, and then you write it on your calendar, and then you pre-schedule it in. So then you're marking it on your calendar when you're creating the content, and you batch it out, meaning, you're doing more than one thing. You're going to do like a whole, like 5 of them at the same time, or however many, which I have to say, I learned that from Flourish with Bonnie Christine, and the batch work works. Because if you're going to do a post, if you can do like 5 posts while you're sitting there and schedule them, it takes about as much time as if you were to sit there and try to think about 1 or 2 posts. Like if you're planned and you know what you're doing, it works for me. I just don't think about doing it all the time. But I actually did start batch work. I try to do that when I do my downloads. I try to get as much done as I can in a certain amount of time, because I'm in Photoshop. I'm changing colors, or I'm moving icons around. And then I have to batch work, exporting product images, And they have to be certain sizes so they're not too big, so they don't glug my website down when they're loading. And then I need, like the download size, which needs to be pretty big, at least over a megabyte to 3 megabytes. So there's a lot of exporting. And then I have to make sure I turn my banner on and off. And I have to turn off my watermarks. It's all of that stuff. So batch work works for me. Yep. So anyway, I was thinking I could sit here tonight and decide what to do for April and May. Because I really don't, I can't really think of other stuff I wanted to share. Here, let's look at May. May's got some. May is a busy month before summer starts, and then all of a sudden everybody's going to be out of school and doing trips and stuff. Wow, this world is moving fast. Oh, Kentucky Derby. Ha, that's on David's birthday this year. Cinco de Mayo. National Small Business Week. National Teacher Day. Graduation season. Mother's Day. End of school year starts trending. Wedding season starts. Yeesh. So let me think about this. I'm going to just think out loud, troubleshoot here. Okay. Where am I going to show up? I'm going to show up in my email opt-ins. I should say newsletter. I'm going to show up on YouTube. Check. I'm going to show up on my Patreon. I really do want to learn how to utilize that more. It's really fun. I like posting on it. I just don't have a lot of engagement over there. And I guess I still feel like I want to default and try to drive people to my website, but maybe if I back off on the Instagram and the Facebook. And I'm going to show up on Pinterest. I started to do some pins, but that's a whole thing too. And then some of my pins get better engagement than others, and I'm not sure why. I actually feel like it's the colors or whatever pattern I was highlighting. People liked it. Thought, ooh, what's that? Okay, so all right. I decided where I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up on my YouTube and my website. Oh my God, that's still, oh geez. This is why I get so overwhelmed. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to show up without Instagram and without Facebook and my blog posts. Oh, I should have put that up there. I'm going to put blog posts down here because it's both website and blog posts. 1, 2, 3. Now there's 6. I'm going to let Pinterest go. So then that's 4 places. What? Newsletter, website, blog posts, YouTube, and Patreon. Okay. And then, how often am I going to show up? I've tried to do this before and it just doesn't. Maybe I should just pick 2. But I feel like my newsletters, I create those in my website and I can link my blog posts and I can link my products to my newsletter. So I kind of feel like I'm going to put my newsletters in the same one. See, this doesn't work for me. Okay, I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take that out. Okay, so within my website, I write blog posts and I create my newsletters. That's one place. I show up there how often? I'm in there at least 3 times a week, but I'm not always writing blog posts. Okay, so I can figure out how many blog posts do I want to do a month. I thought I could do 2 a month and I can't. Maybe I could say 1. The other problem is that I'm still working full time. And I've had some pretty life-altering life things happen in the last month that also takes time away from this stuff. So I'm just going to say 1. How about 1 blog post a month, even if it's short? And I'm sending at least 1 newsletter. I'm like committed to that. At least that's one thing I'm doing. And I always have a deadline for that. I like to have it sent out on the first Monday of the month. So far, I've been able to do that pretty well. That works for me. Okay, and then my YouTube, and I'm showing up on YouTube at least. I'm doing 2 lives a month. And I love doing them. Oh, and look, the sun's out. Hi, sun. I love doing these lives. And I love that you show up. Thank you. That feels good. And then my Patreon is getting very little attention. What if I could get over there once a week? And at the very least, I've been trying to share my blog posts and my lives that are coming up on my Patreon. So it's like another place that people can go, oh, we'll meet you over on YouTube. Yeah. Okay. So what did I just do? I committed myself to 3 places where I'm showing up, and I'm not going to even worry about Facebook or Instagram for these next couple months. I'm not going to say I'm going to leave it forever, but for now, that feels good. Okay, so now I did that. I figured out how often I want to go over there. So, Patreon once a week, 2 YouTube lives a month, and at least 1 blog post and 1 newsletter a month. Feels doable for April and May. Okay, that was easy. Thanks for letting me sort that out. Okay, now what I need to do is take that commitment and put it on my calendar. Gulp. Well, the funnest part is these lives. I am going to schedule my 2 lives for April. I like to do them every other week. That might change, but I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. Today's the 23rd, and then next week is the 30th. So let's say April 6th and April 20th. Okay, so that's ending up being, I think that's like the second and third Saturdays of the month, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I'll just pick the months as we go. Okay, so April 6th, YouTube Live, 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And then April 20th, YouTube Live. And my pen stopped working. YouTube. And then this one's not working. This calendar paper, it's that weird, shiny, pens hate it. My pen hates it. And then if I use my micron and it doesn't dry, I'm going to smudge. So it's like, what the hell do I do? These are the moments that sometimes just almost make me tilt because I can't stand smeared ink. Okay, come here, you. This is why I was able to do the those impression drawings without the ink because my pen stopped working. Okay, let's try it again. See, it's working on regular paper, but then I come over here to this calendar paper. And how come there we go. How come I was able to do it on the first bit? All right, there we go. Okay, 2 YouTube lives scheduled for this beautiful month of April. Okay, and then the next place I'm showing up my website. It's hard to post or commit to writing a blog post. What I often do is I draft a blog. I often just draft a blog, and then I might go back. Sometimes it's weeks later and look at it. I actually think I have a draft in there from last month that I didn't finish. Because I kind of, honestly, I need to feel like writing, to be honest. And I prefer handwriting over typing on the computer when it comes to writing. That's a little bit tough. What works for me, though, is if I give myself a deadline for the blog to be finished and posted. And the really cool thing about my website is that I can write a blog draft and I can schedule when it goes live or when it posts. I've only done that a couple times. And I just post it right when I'm finished. So I don't know why that would benefit me to schedule a blog if it's already finished. But what I could do is decide the blog needs to be finished by this date. That works better for me. And then the blog would be ready for me to highlight in my newsletter, which I send out the first Monday of the month. Okay, let me work backwards here. Okay. Today's the 23rd. I have a newsletter draft. That newsletter will get scheduled to be sent Monday, April 1st. No jokes. And I don't have a blog post to share. Do I care? It might be a really short one. It's actually a really sweet topic. Okay, let me write on the first. I'm going to send newsletter. And my pen is still working. Yay. Okay. So then I need to have my newsletter finished by the very latest Easter day. I can schedule it. I have a feeling I'm on vacation all next week. So how am I going to do that? I could do it next Friday. Friday, my art day. Okay. I'm going to work on newsletter on the 29th of March. And I'm going to highlight blog post. That's not written yet. And then new products. And I'm wondering, now that I'm thinking about it, because one of the things they talk about in this sharing these three, cornerstone, conversational, and calendar, is that you don't constantly want to be selling to your people, right? And I've seen some newsletters. I'm actually on a couple newsletters where I feel like that's all they do is like they just keep showing me what they've got for sale, or maybe they have a sale or a coupon, or buy this. And you really don't want to do that. You want to share all kinds of things with people who are your fans. Kind of gives them, the deep dive about why you do what you do. And maybe I could do some of that in the newsletter too, which I've been trying to do more, as far as like sharing blog posts, or was it back in January? I talked about what I was going to do for the month, and then some of it I did and some of it I didn't. And so I felt like I can't keep promising these things if I can't follow through. But then I highlighted, or I shared like a photo I took a few years ago around the same time of year. So it's almost like you figure out how to kind of recycle things you've already done, which just saves work for you as the creative person in your business that's doing everything, right? That makes sense to me. I got off what was I talking about? Oh my God. What I'm going to put in my newsletter, that I don't always want to be selling to you. I want you to see behind the scenes, which is some of the stuff I'm doing on Patreon that not everybody has access to. Ooh, let me write that down because I forgot about that. So I do that behind the scenes on Patreon, and only my patrons can see it. So how do I tell other people I do that? See, that's what I haven't figured out, how to leverage Patreon. So I do these things, but where else do I tell people I do these things so that they could go if they're interested and then have access to it? I could do it in my newsletter and not just say become a patron or come to my Patreon. Maybe I should talk more about what Patreon is in my next newsletter so you guys can get a good idea. Or why would you even want to be a patron? And just keep sharing that, because I keep thinking I should share stuff once and people will get it, and that's not how it works, because they were saying stuff like you need 7, not impressions, that's not the right word, but like people need 7 exposures of you or your business before they even consider purchasing from you, because it's just like everybody's bombarded with so many things out there. If they see your thing 7 times, they're more likely to purchase from you. And so that sounds really daunting to me. Because then that means I have to do it more than that, right? I have to. Okay, feel my pain here. Like maybe what I'll do is like I'll show you behind the scenes and give you an example of what happens on Patreon. And my pen stopped working again. And I'm not buying a $100 pen just so the roller ball doesn't act like a jerk. Okay, these are I mean, these are cheap, right? Okay, Patreon. Oh, come on. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm using a pencil because I can't handle. Well, that doesn't work much better. Oh my God. All right. Micron. Okay, I'm sharing on Patreon. Or no, in the newsletter, I'm going to share example of behind the scenes. I think I spelled scene right. SCENE. Scene. Yeah. Behind the scenes. Plural. Okay, so then I have to come up with that, which shouldn't be too hard. I write the short blog post, and then there's my newsletter that I can schedule for April 1st. Okay. And then I always test the ink with my finger. So I'm going to put my finger in here. It's not dry. I knew it wouldn't be. That's why I don't like using pens on this paper. Okay. March is a wash. All I need to worry about is doing a blog post and get my newsletter out for the 1st. Okay, so then when it comes to the lives, we've got those scheduled on the 6th and the 20th of April. And then one time a week at Patreon for my patrons. Or even I do a lot of free stuff too over there, free content. I should just pick one of my art days, Art Friday. Let's go check Patreon. Okay. And I'm just gonna do this the first Friday of the month. I'm not gonna do the whole month yet. I need to have a vacation first and maybe come back a little fresh and rejuvenated, and then I can do a better job at filling in April. I could schedule May lives. So May, guys, will be Memorial Day. And I'm going to guess that people will be out of town on that last Saturday of May. So I think what I'll do, this works out perfect because then I can make my next YouTube the 4th of May. Oh, wait, that's David's birthday, though. No, I don't want to schedule it then because we'll be celebrating his birthday. So how about this? We'll do the 11th of May. And then let me hold off on May till after my vacation. After spring break is over, I'll think about that. and I'll talk to him. Okay, so April. So here's where we go into the April events, holidays, topics. I got to do my sports stuff because it's already there and it's already made. Oh my God, I have to tell you something. Spoonflower started offering wallpaper with silver or gold colors. Like literally it's a foil or some sort. And I checked it out today because I wasn't sure how they were doing it. And if you have a Spoonflower shop, go to your shop. I wish I could show you. I wish I could share my screen. Maybe I can. Can I share my screen? Oh, I can share my screen. Oh my God, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Which one am I going to share? I want you to see. Here, this black and checker. Where's my black and checker? I have a lot of tabs open. Okay, watch this. All right, here's my flower shop, right? And just, I'm excited that somebody liked this pattern and they liked my black and blue pattern, this one. And I was today sold when I figured out that all of my ones down here in the color choices, I almost screamed with delight. I didn't know that any of my designs were available for this. Is a new feature Spoonflower started, I think maybe a year ago, and I just never even thought that would be available on my shop. And isn't that amazing? So anyway, let me go to that color. So somebody liked this color too. Wow, right? Okay, so let me go back to the black and white. And it's going to be a little hard to see, but okay, this was the fabric. So then when you're wanting to buy the wallpaper or home decor, then you come down here to underneath add to cart. You can click on these. Let's go to the wallpaper and look at this is the design in gold and black. And these pictures don't really do it justice. I know the designers on Faber have been wanting gold and silver coloring for years, and we finally have it. Look at this, and I didn't have to do anything. Spoonflower did this. It's all automatic, but holy crap, $440 for a 2-foot by 7-foot roll. Like, seriously, I don't afford that. It's there. Here's a swatch, which is a 2-foot by 1-foot. So actually buying a swatch for $14 doesn't sound too unreasonable to me. Anyway, I wanted to show you. See, here's our new metallic colors, and here's the choice. So I had the gold metallic chosen, and then let me go in here and I'm going to select the silver. So the substrate is metallic. So is actually like the white space of the design is silver. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God. Steeler Raider fans. Come on. Where are you? Look at that. I love these new images they have. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Let me see if I have another one. I don't think I can just click on another tab and have it work. But anyway, yeah, I was pretty excited to learn about that. Isn't that cool? So then they told us about this Lux is what they're calling it. Yeah. Lux wallpaper because it's metallic and pretty. And It is kind of high scale. I mean, my God, if a roll is $440. Oh, what was I trying to tell you? Oh, Spoonflower let us know. Of course, they curate certain designs when they highlight a certain theme or color palette or something like that. Somebody goes in and does all the keyword searches and they find the designs that they like or they think people will like, the market will like or whatever. And then they have a curated collection that people can shop from. And that's where I went to. And some of the designs, it was actually in an email I got from Spoonflower. And when I went to all the designs, I was kind of like, why they picked that one? And I'm not going to say any names, but then I thought, well, I also am on a Facebook group, Spoonflower designer group, and people were talking about it. And someone had said how whatever your white space of your design would be the gold or the silver. And I was like, oh, good. Cause I have black and white. And so I want to show you, I want to share again because this is fun. I didn't know I could do this. Oh, I don't want to share the live stream. Here we go. Okay, now I'm going to go to, here. This is what the designs that Spoonflower had. Like, so they went through. So technically these designs, white with whatever these other colors are they have. And so I would gather that this was originally white background. And ooh, that would look really pretty on gold, wouldn't it? Yeah. So anyway, that's where I thought, well, I'll just go check my shop and see what's up. Okay, let me do another one. All right, let me go back to my shop here. And so here's my grid. It's my tech plaid. It's not really a plaid. This is silver. So this design was white and with having the silver selected, this is what it looks like. So you can kind of see, ooh, pretty. Well, just for us here, I didn't like this at all. It's nice, but here's the gold. So again, there's the white, but now it's gold in my design. And then I'm going to go to my white and gray and see what it looks like. Oh God, wow, that really made the gray look green, didn't it? Well, let's see what it looks like in silver. Whee, this is fun. Ooh. Oh my God, that is so cool. Yeah, anyway, I just had. Yeah. Oh, let me go back to that. I just saw my little face in the corner. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm going to go back to this page and then I go to my live stream. Oh, look, I'm in the corner and it's gluggy. It's really slow, but here I am. And then yeah, but you can see me. That doesn't help me though. If I go back to so now I see, this is what you guys were seeing. You were seeing my shop and then me in the corner. Oh, I love it. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to do something different because you guys are my guinea pigs. Okay. So I'm going to go back I'm going to stop sharing. Back in the live stream. Hello. Okay. You're not going to see this yet, but I'm going to open my Photoshop because I've been wanting to do this. And I want to show you something I do in Photoshop, say. And I didn't really finish scheduling April, but talking it out with you guys helped me a lot. And I got to be committed to not trying to do so much. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so let me go back to, I got to go back to YouTube, and I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share my, oh, I can't. Why not? Oh, I want a window. Here we go. I'm sharing my window. There we go. Let me share Photoshop. So you're doing. Okay. Oh, I can't. I'm not attached to my hard. How am I going to do this? Well, let me see what I have access to. But April downloads ready to go, but I can't open the file. It's saved on my hard drive, and I'm over on my desk. Computer's about to die, so I better get my plug, or I might lose you guys. New computer at work, and I really messed up my whole situation. Long story. Okay. Okay, we're charging. We're good. You won't lose. I won't lose you. Okay. What am I trying to do here? Oh, I'm trying to. Oh, here. Some of that artwork I've been showing you, I've been saving in so-called Book of Hours. I'm going to open St. Genevieve here. This is an open source image on Wikipedia. I shared it last week on the video, or last live, so you can go find that link. Unlock, and I always copy my background, so duplicate the layer, and I don't care what it's called at this moment. And then I turn it off, and I lock it again so I don't lose it. And I do that so that as I'm in here and if I'm erasing things or changing it and I don't like it, then I can always have the original. I can start over or whatever. And I learned that hard way. All these windows have, these are some patterns I made. Like when I first started doing surface design, these were some of my first ones. I actually really like to. And some of this, like a Photoshop, it comes with the program. But that's for adding to your work and stuff. Water. And my swatches. I have a spoonflower. How come nothing in there? I didn't do it right. I save it right. Or actually, I didn't move them in there yet. Maybe that's the deal. Is it anything in here? So Spoonflower has a color map, and then I downloaded this from Spoonflower, I think. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. And these are all the colors that Spoonflower uses. So I try to work from these colors when I make a design so that I know what color Spoonflower will print it. And then there's less guesswork. And I haven't always done that, but look at all those. That's a lot of colors. I think they have these printed. You could get like a big, what do they call that? It's like a yard. I think they have all these printed on, and then you have the numbers and stuff. So you can actually have it on a piece of fabric, and you can print it on whatever fabric you want, because they definitely print different on different fabrics. And then all the pastels. Wow. That's the colors. Pretty good. So there's not really much to show in here. I'm going to blow this up, though. I want to see what quality is on this thing. Oh, it's really pixelated. Here, let me just pick my move tool. I usually like to keep these over here. And when I have a couple monitors, so then I can usually have like two. Well, I don't have two monitors open, but then I can move these so that I have more room to see my artwork. And this is long. Why did you get so long? There's probably a shortcut for that, but I don't know what it is. Wow, there's a big line right there. Huh. Well, isn't she pretty? Pretty lady. And I love like the background flourish. Whoever painted this did a really nice job. It's really sweet. So if I want to figure out what blue that is, I'm going to go pick my little color dropper and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go, who are you? And then I think, will it show the, oh, I thought it would open the, I wanted to open the power, the all the way up. Here, color. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, it'd be the head. That's what I was trying to find was, there we go. Oh, okay. So I always like to look, okay, it's, on this bluish, and it's over here gray. It's funny though, it doesn't look very blue-gray, does it? Oh, that's because it's probably the pixel picked. What about that one? Ooh, that's cool. Oh, okay. Just picking different rows. Oh, that's really cool. How about back in here? Going a little more aqua. Yeah, this is kind of bad. Huh. Anyway, I am so excited that I can actually show you shop or whatever I'm working on my computer. Love it. And then you can look at me. Cool. Okay. That was exhausting. Planning and stuff. I don't know why that's so hard for me, but it is. But I got to start. I know what I'm doing for the next couple weeks, so that's good. Let myself have a break, and then I'll figure out the rest when I come back. Yay. I'll put that back there. Let's enjoy this pop-up book again. Let me just read from, I'm going to read from the pop-up book again for a little bit since we have about 10 minutes left. Oh. Getting creative with the templates, which are, let me show you the templates. I think I did it a little earlier. Wish upon a star. Oh, that's cute. This whole book is cute. Okay, so here's the templates. How to draw things, like you could just trace them. And then she has other ideas for getting creative with the templates. In addition to making all the wonderful pop-up card designs included in this book, you can use the full-size templates to craft a wide variety of paper goods. Here are some creative ideas to get you started, but remember, the possibilities are endless. Idea 1, menus, message boards, and scrapbook pages. Okay, so the top row shows the card that is in the book. And then the bottom, menu, message board, and scrapbook pages. So you can make them different sizes and then just repeat the little icons or the images. That's really cute. And then idea 2, traditional greeting cards. So again, here's the top, like the cupcake can become a one cupcake card, and the little bird with the present can become just a little bird on a card. That's really cute. I like that. And then idea 3 is holiday decorations. So here's the Halloween one I didn't show you yet, but there's the little pop-up card with the kitty and the pumpkin and the ghost, and then you can make them probably got a little tab on the back that you could just let it stand up, or maybe it's on a popsicle stick or something. I made stuff like that before, like using like a triangle piece of paper, and then it invariably gets weak and it starts to kind of get wonky. So you definitely want to use like a stronger piece of paper for that. Oh my gosh. So then the little where is he? The little card I made with the snowman. You can make little ornaments and gift tags. OMG. Bookmarks and mobiles. Mobiles. What did we used to call those? Mobiles. Not mobile phone. Bookmarks. Just make a long piece of paper, put the cute little things on it. And then this is hanging from some string. And then you can hang it up somewhere to let it kind of fly around. Oh, that's really a cute idea. I didn't see that before. I've had this book a long time and haven't really read the back of it. Those are really cute. Tips for decorating your cards and adding messages. Oh, one of the things I wanted to highlight here was craft punch reference. So there is a punch, like paper punch company, and I have a little frog. I don't know where he is. So then I don't have to try to cut out a little frog. I can just punch the paper and I get these little frogs. So Carla Craft, registered trademark, craft punches are used throughout this book. However, you can use any brand that makes similarly sized and shaped craft punches as listed in the tools section for each project. When shopping for craft punches, use this actual size reference as a guide. So all of the punches you can get make little flowers, circles, insects. So that's what they're talking about. And so it's like a paper punch instead of like a 3, like the 3 ring, the 3 hole punch we're all used to. These are just singular little punch things, and you put a piece of paper in it and you hit the button and it'll pop out this shape for you. Really cute. I like those. I didn't know there was a whole bunch of them. I don't know where I got my frog. I just picked it up because I thought it was cute. Saying cute a lot tonight. Let me show you Mount Fuji. It doesn't say Mount Fuji. It says Mountain View Message. Great for bon voyage, thank you, and blank greeting. And actually, I live really close to Mount Rainier, and this inspired me to make a Mount Rainier little pop-up, which I made a little book for in my book arts group, and I still haven't gotten that book back from them. I don't even know where the heck it is. Probably got lost. But then you can kind of see there. How it works. What does it say? The pop-up mechanism is a convex volcano. Glued to paper A. Oh, I see. You can see the bottom part there. And that's the back part that you won't see when you open the card up. And then they put some little hills in the front there. I didn't do it like that, though. I think I just did. No, I used a different method. It was a mirror. It's called a mirror cut or something like that. Basically, it was two sides, like two pieces of paper that were on top of each other. I cut it, and then when it opens, it stays attached to at the top. So then it kind of looks like it gives it depth when it's open. I don't know if that's the right term. So this one's a little different. Yeah, so here's the template for that. I love sharing my books off the shelf with you. I forgot about these lovely books I have. I have more books about bookmaking and paper art. Oh, here's that stamp. So, for example, like the little daisy stamp there, that's what those punches look like. They're just one little thing, and you can see the shape on top of it. And then she's gluing a little yellow center to the flower, but those are those little punches, shape punches. Oh my god, I think I showed this one earlier, but he's so cute, little birdie. Then you can make a bookmark, right? Make a menu with those same little things, a little love letter. Yeah. Oh, and here's some more. Here's like the little sakura cherry blossom punches. So there's two shapes. It's kind of hard to see, but then she put the center there in the bigger part. Cute, pretty. Oh, I think I made this one for my mom one year. I made it for somebody. It's like a little bouquet. The little flower bouquet. The little flowers in it. Oh, and the template just looks just like that. It's just like one cut, and then you fold, valley fold, and your mountain fold, and then it pops up for you just like that. Flowers and butterflies. That one is great for birthday, party invitation, thank you, or blank greeting. Fun. Well, I thank you for joining me this evening. Thank you for letting me troubleshoot my scheduling from next month on my social media. It's a work in progress for sure. I'm really happy that you came, and thank you. And I will see you. I'll go live again April 6th, 5 p.m.